popularly known as Trinbago 2023, is taking place right here in Trinidad and Tobago from the 4th to 11th of August. And remember, we're going to be seeing over 1,000 athletes coming together from over 70 territories and countries who are going to be participating in this 7th Commonwealth Youth Games. And so joining us this morning to talk more about it, we have the Honourable Shamfa Cudjoe, Minister of Sport and Community Development. Minister, good morning.
Thank you very much. Good morning, and a hearty good morning to the TTT family, all of Trinidad and Tobago. It's a pleasure to be here.
Yeah, lovely to have you here with us. I know that we are just a few weeks away from the Commonwealth Games, but I wanted to go back a bit in terms of the bidding process to host these games. I mean, was it a difficult process for us to get this one for this year?
We're 27 days to Commonwealth Youth Games. We are at the point where we're counting down every day, every second, because time is of the essence and we're getting everything ready. The bidding process was a challenging one. It started 5 years ago in 2018. At that time, Northern Ireland was chosen to host Commonwealth Youth Games 2021. And they had some challenges with their politics and was seen as no longer fit or in unsafe hands to have the games. So a call was issued in 2018 asking countries to submit bids, and I was approached by Mr. Brian Lewis, who was then the president of the TTOC, and he believed that we can host. And I said, okay, if we're hosting, then of course we're going to make this Trinidad and Tobago, and let's ensure that the world gets to see Trinidad and Tobago. So he, along with 3 ladies from the TTOC, Quanese, Razor Grant and Miss Young, they got working on the proposal, and they delivered a stellar proposal that was mostly about our facilities, about sport tourism, showcasing our culture, and of course ensuring that the athletes and officials get to experience both Trinidad and Tobago. And I think that is where we got the edge. We won the bid by 1 vote. We were going neck to neck with Gibraltar. We won by 1 vote, and it's primarily because of our facilities and showcasing both Trinidad and Tobago, the culture, the warmth of the people. All of that was brought together so nicely in the proposal. I was there as a part of the team when we showcased our proposal to the Commonwealth Games Federation Evaluation Committee. They came and they looked at our facilities several times, looked at our different sites and so on, and they were particularly pleased. So we won the bid and got planning. Originally, the games were supposed to take place August 1st to 7th, 2021. Yeah, but then we had COVID-19, and there was a great sense of uncertainty as to what would happen if we would have the games at all in 2021, 2022, and in June 2022, we got the all clear to have the games in 2023, and we got rolling again last year. So this is 1 year.
How often are the games usually held?
Every 4 years.
Every
so the
4
last
years.
games were held in 2017, and that was in the Bahamas. And you would hear us saying that this is the first time the games are being held in a Caribbean country, and that is because Bahamas is considered as a part of the American region in the Commonwealth. So this is the first time for a Caribbean country.
Now, Minister, you mentioned the proposal, and it's always nice when we could put together a beautiful proposal to get these sort of bids and, you know, to be able to get through with it. But taking it from theory to actually planning the whole event, the games. Tell me about some of the challenges. What are some of the things that you have to go through to plan such a huge event?
Well, at first, we had big goals and dreams of having so many different sporting disciplines involved. At one point in time, we were looking at having tennis, having boxing, having esports. But it's not only about what the host country wants. We have to consider the other countries within the Commonwealth, have to make sure that they have teams that are ready and are willing to participate to give us healthy competition. So we were not able to, get what's needed to have the other sporting disciplines. So we had to go with the 7 that we're looking at right now. Of course, that's athletics, which is going to be held at the Hasty Crawford Stadium, the newly refurbished Hasty Crawford Stadium. We have cycling, both road cycling and track cycling taking place in Couva. And we have in Trinidad aquatics taking place at our National Aquatic Center in Tobago. We have 4 sporting disciplines. We have the triathlon, which is taking place in Buku, and will end at our goat racing facility. We're very excited about that. We also have netball taking place at the Shaw Park Cultural Complex, or what I think we can safely call the multi-purpose complex, because we're using it for both sport and culture. It was built to do just that. Rugby 7 will be taking place at Shaw Park Recreational Grounds. Yeah. So, and of course, we have beach volleyball, which will take place at the Black Rock Beach facility, which is now being built by the Tobago House of Assembly.
Yes. Minister, now I know normally for these games we focus on the opening ceremony, right? It's no small feat that the Ministry of Sport and Community Development is about the community. And so I'm wondering what plans you have for that big opening ceremony when everybody comes to TNT for those youth games.
Well, a major part of our presentation or showcase is to ensure that we highlight the culture and give these youngsters a good taste of what Trinidad and Tobago is all about. Of course, we're working with athletes ages 14 to 18. So they're in for fun and action and energy.
Yes.
They ain't come here for no stand-up.
Is that a hint? Is that a hint, Minister?
So we're working with Ultimate Events. Valmiki Maraj has been doing tremendous work over the years with Tribe and Lost Tribe.
Yes.
A matter of fact, when Brian Lewis first came to me with the whole proposal, and when we got the all clear back then in 2018, 2019, we started talking to different stakeholders. And I remember Valmiki being one of the places we visited with the Commonwealth Games Federation. We went to the Tribe to where they showcase the Tribe room, where they showcase
the band room there.
Yes, the band room. We went to the band room, and the CGF representatives were so impressed by what they were seeing. So I'm happy that at the end of it all, we're working with Ultimate Events to put on a wonderful carnival show to open. And when we close, we're going to be closing in Tobago at Pigeon Point Beach in what is supposed to be like a luau, a huge beach party. So we look forward to all the excitement, the steel pans, the carnival.
Yeah.
Now I understand why they call it Trinbago 2023. You're really getting a taste of the island.
Both islands, yes.
All right, so then let's break it down to people who want to come and see the games now, because we have all these countries coming in as part of the Commonwealth, taking part in all these activities happening in both Trinidad and Tobago. Me as a Trinbagonian, I want to attend some of these. Is there a season pass? How the ticket situation working?
Okay, tickets are going to be done virtually. Yes, we are moving towards being paperless, of course, and we're doing the tickets on www.tickets.com. And $5 for a ticket for each venue, $5 US.
Okay.
And for the opening ceremony, it's $7.50 US. Well, you can also purchase at the specific locations, $30 TT. For the games at different locations.
That's like a pay-at-the-door situation.
Pay-at-the-door situation, right. Cash. And the opening ceremony, $50. But it's free for everybody under 18, because we're using this as a platform to showcase youth in sport, sport for school-age children. Of course, you know, right now we're ramping up our sport in schools efforts as we get ready to work with GC Foster coming out of Jamaica to train technical persons to support athletics in schools. So we're using the games as a platform to do that. It's a legacy project for us. So it's all about getting school children hyped up and seeing themselves. I think representation matters in sport. I think what's important also this year is for the first time in the Commonwealth Youth Games, we are having athletes and para competitions, and we're very excited about that. That's history, because it's the first time it's going to be done. That's another legacy project and something to look forward to. It's all about promoting inclusion. So young people need to see themselves, need to embrace each other, and really push a positive energy. The Commonwealth Games is known to be the friendly games. So the Commonwealth Youth Games is the friendly games for young people, so they can build network. It's not only about about winning medals. Yes, of course, we want to win medals. Talking about medals, I woke up this morning.
What's the
Trinidad and Tobago showing off. I want to congratulate those athletes. Yeah, we've been doing pretty well at the CAC Games. So anyway, I look forward to outstanding and stellar performance, of course, again at Commonwealth Youth Games. We've been working with the different national governing bodies, providing the support and so on. And I look forward to this weekend. We're going to have our first test competition as we test out what's happening at Hazy Crawford Stadium.
Okay.
The entries are having their junior athletics championships there. So that's going to be an opportunity for us to see the refurbished Hazy Crawford Stadium.
Well, I don't know, is it finished? Just like completed?
Are we ready?
Today is supposed to be the cutoff day, July 7th. So tomorrow.
Watch now,
July
stop
8th and
every
9th
contract
right
I
there.
ever deal with who do the refurbishing work. It has never finished on the cutoff day. How you gonna happen?
We're at the point, at least, where we can have an event to test the tracks and so on. Of course, I'm sure there might be some other minor issues to treat with, but for the most part, the bulk of the work has been completed, and we're looking forward to seeing Hazy Crawford Stadium in all its glory from tomorrow.
Nice.
And if there are things to be fixed over the next couple of weeks, we're going to see that tomorrow and Sunday at the first test event. And for each facility, we're going to be having test events all the way up to the games. Some of the athletes start coming in in about 2 weeks.
2 weeks,
you know. So we're ready to roll. We have about 2,000 volunteers who are on board being trained. I must congratulate everyone who submitted their applications, who turned up to the training and so on. We're still receiving applications for volunteers of people who understand that, hey, this is not about money, you're not going to be paid any cash, but they're willing to extend their time and their talent towards seeing these games come off successfully. That's what this is really all about, and I'm pleased that Trinidad and Tobago, people from all walks of life, all ages came out with a hunger and an excitement to help. And that's what this is all about. I'm happy about that.
Minister, I have a quick question. The mascot. Tell us about the mascot. Is it Coquier?
Yes, Coquier. Coquier is a leatherback turtle, endangered species, of course. And it was created by a little 8-year-old. Yes, so Coquier is being developed right now into a huge mascot. We have a person practicing dancing Coquier and, you know, really coming into character.
Yes.
So we look forward to seeing that. There's also a beautiful theme song that we are going to hear pretty soon. I heard you jamming to it.
I had it playing in the background, but the director was fighting. I don't know why he didn't do to the song. But the song is launching today.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called Stay Ready.
It's called Stay Ready by Freetown Collective, a group that we all love. And I look forward to sharing the song with the rest of Trinidad and Tobago. The Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association, or as we know them to be the TTOC, they have been working assiduously, you know, putting the pieces together, getting stakeholders to work hand in hand towards delivering something that is truly beautiful and represents Trinidad and Tobago. There are even other artists who have been reaching out. Hey, I made a song, and I think that this song can
might end up with a Commonwealth album.
Yes, I'm telling you, we can easily end up with a Commonwealth album. I heard a song from some folks in Tobago saying, "Come, let we go to Tobago." So I hope to share that also with the Commonwealth Games Association, and hopefully they can consider we might end up with an album, a dub.
We're looking for that. Minister, I'm also curious about technology in sport because, you know, we saw the recent games held in Bahamas, and there was a clear lack of technology in comparison to the games that took place in Jamaica before. What is our situation when it comes to technology?
Well, I think the TTCGA have been working with different stakeholders, both public and private sector, towards digitalizing the games. I think not having paper tickets is a good start. We're using the QR codes and so on. We've been working with Commonwealth Games Federation. They sent us good support towards helping us to use less paper and to promote digitalization in executing the games. Like even as we get ready to circulate the schedules, you wouldn't really be seeing paper schedules and so on. Everything is going to be done electronically. In covering the games, all of that is going to be done on YouTube. And we're going to have 7 different channels for each sporting discipline. So if you're into netball and you're not into swimming, you can just stay on the netball channel. And even as we do the opening ceremony, it's going to be taking place in Trinidad and in Tobago at the same time, using technology to ensure that the persons who are going to be at Hazy Crawford Stadium and the persons who are going to be in Tobago are going to be experiencing the same thing at the same time. Speakers from Trinidad, speakers from Tobago,
so we plan
utilizing
to deal with
the technology.
The connectivity companies to be able to boost
yes,
up
that's already being done. I am confident that the Trinidad and Tobago Commonwealth Games Association, the local organizing committee also, which is headed by Mr. Douglas Camacho, he's also the chairman of Sport TT. They've been hosting games such as CPL for quite some time and have coordinated the arms of the government and private sector towards ensuring Trinidad and Tobago shows up and shows out. And of course, there are going to be glitches. This is our very first time having a multi-sport event, major multi-sport event of this nature. So I'm not going to promise anybody a perfect games. We're going to do the very best that we can and utilize all the resources and employ your efforts towards delivering the best that Trinidad and Tobago has to offer.
So we have about 30 more seconds, but I just have to ask, I know in terms of the Commonwealth Youth Games, we are at the bottom of the table as it relates to medals. Any words of advice you can give our athletes as they look forward to the 40-11 to boost us? Because we're hitting it off in the para-athlete games. You woke up to the good news this morning. So any words of advice you could give our athletes as they look forward to the Commonwealth Youth Games from the 4th?
I think our athletes have been doing well. I'm inspired by Jerry Richards. I'm inspired by Nicholas Paul, Quasi Brown, you name it, Sana Frederick, Joshua, who just did silver in chess. I saw Robinson brothers taking on canoeing. So it's not only athletics, there's so many different sporting disciplines that all young athletes are doing well at, and you see some new talent coming to the fore. I'm pleased about that. So to all different athletes for the 7 sporting disciplines who are going to be representing Trinidad and Tobago, go ahead, give it your best shot. Yes, we want a medal. Yes, we want to win, and I feel confident. Look at the netballers. People were bashing the netballers a couple of months ago. They are making waves at the CAC Games, and I look forward to the same type of performance. We are providing the support as government. So at the end of the day, it's on the NGB and the athletes to go out there and reach for the stars and make friends, develop your network, and have fun while doing it, because that's what these games are really about. Yes?
Definitely. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Minister. We appreciate you being here and sharing the information with us, and we look forward to, as it unfolds and we get closer to the games, we look forward to more information and, of course, the actual games when they come.
Yes, indeed. Thank you very much. Thanks to the TTT family and all of Trinidad and Tobago. Come out and join us August 4th to 11, both in Trinidad and Tobago, and let's have a ball.
The Honourable Shamfa Cudjoe, Minister of Sport and Community Development, joining us on the Now Morning Show. We take a quick break and come back with more. Stick around.